So today we're going to solve two intermediate level array problems. These are very useful because they'll help us build a strong understanding of how to manipulate arrays efficiently, then how to track values using variables, and finally, how to write space-optimized code. Ready? Let's dive into the first one. Problem 1. Reverse the array. Problem statement. We are given an array, and we have to reverse the order of its elements, but we should do it in place, meaning we're not allowed to use any extra array. Let's think about it first. Imagine you have a book, and you want to flip its pages in the opposite order, from last to first. But you're not allowed to take copies of pages. What would you do? You simply start flipping from both ends and swap the pages, right? That's exactly what we're going to do with the array using 2 pointers. Step-by-step logic. We keep one pointer at the beginning of the array, that is, start equals 0, another at the end equals n-1, while start is less than end. Swap the elements at start and end. Move start forward, that is start plus plus. Move end backward, that is n minus minus. Stop when start crosses end. By doing this, we keep swapping the outermost elements inward, and we're done. Pseudocode. Set start equals 0. Set end equals length of array minus 1, while start less than end. Swap array start and array end. Start equals start plus 1. End equals n minus 1. Let's dry run with an example. Let's say the array is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. First swap 1 and 5, so array will become 5, 2, 3, 4, 1. Then 2 and 4. Then resulting array will be 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then middle element stays, that means done. And that's how we reverse an array efficiently. Let's discuss the time and space complexity. Time complexity is O(n). Why? Because every element is touched only once during the swap. Even though we're only swapping n/2 times, we still say O(n) because constants are ignored in big O. Space complexity is O(1). We're not creating any new array. We're using only 2 variables, start and end. This builds our understanding of working with indices, in-place modification, and writing memory-efficient code. Let's move to next problem. Problem 2. Find the second largest element. Problem statement. You're given an array, and you need to find the second biggest number in that array. Sounds simple? Yes, but let's try to do it in one single pass and without sorting. Let's build the intuition first. Okay, imagine you're going through a list of numbers one by one. You keep track of the biggest number you've seen so far. Now, if you find a number that's not the biggest, but is still larger than everything else, that's your second biggest. So we'll maintain 2 variables throughout the loop. Max variable, which is the largest value so far. Second max variable, the second largest value so far. Let's see the step-by-step logic. Initialize. Max equals minus infinity, or use something like int_min in code. Second max equals minus infinity. Go through each element in the array. If the element is greater than max, then this element becomes the new max, and the old max becomes second max. Else, if the element is greater than second max and it is not equal to max, update second max. At the end, return second max. Let's see the pseudocode. Set max equals minus infinity. Set second max equals minus infinity. For each element in array, if element is greater than max, second max equals max. Max equals element. Else, if element greater second max and element not equals max, second max equals element. Return second max. Let's dry run with an example. Let's take this array. 12, 35, 1, 10, 34, 1. Start with max equals minus infinity, second max equals minus infinity. After seeing 12, max equals 12. Then 35, update max equals 35, second max equals 12. Then 1, no change. After there 10, still not bigger than second max. Then 34, which is bigger than second max, which was 12, but smaller than max, so update. Second max equals 34. So finally, we return 34. Let's discuss the time and space complexity. Time complexity will be O(n), because of one complete pass over the array. We don't use sorting, which would be slower, O in log n. Space complexity will be O1, because only two extra variables use max and second max, no matter the size of the array. You learn how to track multiple key values, like max, second max, etc., without using loops. Inside loops or sorting. This is something that often comes in interviews and coding contests.